Hello, my name is Sally Wood for Be Inspired, and today from my kitchen to yours I'm going to be showing you how to preserve lemons and limes. I will also be showing you how to clean the produce before you use it of the pesticides and of the wax that they spray onto it. I'm starting off with 500 millilitres or 16 ounces or 2 cups of warm water. I'm going to pop in half a cup of apple cider vinegar, which is 4 ounces of vinegar or 125 millilitres, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a teaspoon of baking soda. Stir that up a bit, let that rest for a while. Put in my lemons and my limes. I actually got the lemons 3 for $1 and the limes were 5 for $1, so I thought that was a pretty good purchase today. I'm going to do them in separate batches because they take about 20 minutes to soak. That should remove any pesticides that are on them. Oh, they sound squeaky clean now. When they've been in the solution for 20 minutes, I'm going to then rinse them off with warm water. I'm just going to pat these dry on a clean cloth. A very slight smell of lemon and lime. It's so nice, better than if you pick it up in the store. Now I've just sterilized these. Usually I put them in boiling water and boil them for about 5 minutes, the jars and the lids, but these were a little bit bigger than my usual size, so I actually washed them with soap and water, rinsed them out, and then I popped them in the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. I should imagine that they're just as well sterilized as usual. To start off with, I'm just going to slice a little piece of the top off like that and the bottom. Then I'm going to cut through, not quite to the other side, it's just over halfway in 4 like that. You'll see that my cut mark is like 2/3 of the way through, and then all I'm going to do, pull them apart slightly, and I'm going to pack them with salt. Now this is kosher salt. You could use sea salt as well. I wouldn't use normal table salt if I were you. This has slightly larger granules. This just helps to break it down more naturally. And then I'm going to pop that in face down. It was kind of rolled, but it'll be fine. And then I'm going to repeat. Preserving with salt is more of a curing method. If we were to do it with sugar, it would be a candying method of preservation. And what the salt does is it kills bacteria that would cause mold and creates lactic acid. And lactic acid helps preserve the lemons and limes for months on end. Also in this preserving method, it creates lactobacillica, which is actually very good for our indigestion and stomachs. And a byproduct of that is carbon dioxide, which when I open these in about a month's time, it should cause the jar to kind of pop from the build-up of pressure. This is one of my lime jars, and now I'm going to push that down really hard, and actually that one's fallen apart, but that'll be okay, that can go down the side. Now you also want a lemon or a lime with a thin pith, not too thick. And there's my lemons. Push those down too. Now this one I'm going to do a mixture of lemons and limes. These smell so good. I'm looking forward to being able to use them this month in some cooking. And if they push apart, it really doesn't matter. The lactic acid actually causes the rinds of the lemon and lime to soften. Now when you do decide to use them, you need to wash the salt off. Sometimes the segments will wash away, so just be careful when you're doing that. Here we are, that's those two. And my lemons. I need to cut these lemons and limes in half. I'll do the lemons first in this case. Squeeze the juice out of the lemons, and I think I'll try to keep a lemon and a lime for the lemon lime mix. Then the juice I'm just going to pour in there like that. Do the lime one now and see what I got left over. And again, pour the lime juice in with the limes, and then the lemon and lime I'm going to mix together for the last one. And then the lemon and lime one can go in here. Now having pushed these down into their jars, I'm just going to put a couple of teaspoons of salt over the top. I can do one of two things. I can either go and buy some more lemons and limes to make the juice, or I'm just going to pour water over the top until they're covered. And it's a lemon, lime, or in this case a lime saline solution, and I'm just going to pop that on top and seal that down. Wriggle it around like that. Make sure the air bubbles are out. Just pop that in a little bit. Don't fill it right to the top, because when the carbon dioxide is created, you don't want it exploding off. And now I'm going to seal this down tight, and that'll be sealed for at least a month upwards. So again, I'm going to just wriggle that around. Make sure all the air comes out. Have a double look. Yeah, it still comes up there. And then the last one. And here again, just pop the lid on. Shake it around a bit. That's still above the lemons. Do it on quite tight. Thank you for joining me today. This is the first time I've actually used this method of salting to preserve lemons and limes. I usually use sugar and make jams instead, and have been known to make salsas, which really don't last that long. I'm looking forward to the fermentation action to finish, which should be in about a month's time, and then I can use them for chicken dishes or salads. I'm not sure yet. At least I've got plenty of lemons and limes to use in my cooking. With a bit of luck, I've passed on some useful information to you. Please remember to subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to hear more from me, and a couple of likes would be really nice. I'm going to have this information up on my blog by the end of the day, and so take care. See you later. Ciao.